Welcome back to the Fantasy Bros YouTube channel. This week is Week 16 in your championship matchup, and you want to know which wide receivers to start and which to sit. I'm going to start it off with Tim Patrick. I like him this week. Random. I was looking through the list.
Oh, man.
And
listen, if you're in the championship, I don't think you have this, man.
You probably don't. But if you're in a deep 12, 14-man league, Tim Patrick is a good option this week. I'm actually sitting Jerry Jeudy. He's playing against a really good secondary, so I think Tim Patrick is going to benefit. I know. I think Tim Patrick is going to benefit from the coverage that Judy's going to draw, and Drew Lock likes starting the ball, so I think he's going to throw it enough that Tim Patrick scores a touchdown and 50+ yards, and I think he'll be effective in the flex slot.
So that's a sleeper pick for sure. Mine is not really a sleeper because I have Corey Davis. I'm sorry I didn't let you have him.
I wanted him also.
But Corey Davis, he had a great game last week. Granted, it was on a very long touchdown catch, but this week, Jair Alexander's going to be all over A.J. Brown. Corey Davis is going to need to be that guy to step up for Tannehill.
What if A.J. lines up in the slot and Jair's on Corey?
Then Jair's probably might.
I think he'll be on both of them.
He might switch off, but Corey Davis is going to be a high-scoring shootout. So Corey Davis is a must-start. We know what he can do. He's like clips 100 yards, gets a touchdown, gets in the end zone. Tannehill loves him. He's a must-start for me.
Yes, my first start is Brandin Cooks, my personal favorite player in the league. He plays against a great matchup in Cincinnati, and I think they're going to put up numbers.
I mean, you saw what Cincinnati did against the Steelers last week.
Okay, but the Steelers, I think they just suck. And I think the offense of the Texans is looking much better than it has been in recent weeks. So I think Brandin Cooks is going to benefit a ton.
What about the best receiver on the team being David Johnson? Are you a little concerned about that?
No, I'm not. I'm not concerned. I think Brandin Cooks is going to put up great numbers for you, so I think you should definitely start him.
All right, that's fair. All right, I got Jarvis Landry next. I like starting this man. He doesn't let me down ever. He's been scoring the past 4 weeks ish. He's been really good, really efficient. He's been benefiting from Baker's surge, and he plays against the Jets this week. And like I said, the Jets need to win. The Jets have to throw the ball, I think, to win this game. I don't think running is going to do so well for them. They need to win because they want to win the division. If the Colts beat the Steelers and
the Jets.
The Browns want to win this game.
The Browns want to win this game.
If the Browns win this game, the Colts beat the Steelers, then they play Week 17 for the division, and the Steelers could drop down deep in the
Steelers are not going anywhere this year.
Yeah.
Crazy. I said it from when they're 11-0. Wild card exit. They're not winning a single playoff game.
So also, Rashard Higgins is a decent start for like a sleeper. But my next guy happens to be Marvin Jones Jr. This guy has been a stud as of late. Kenny Galladay's just done. He's done for the season.
What about Carlton Davis?
Carlton Davis is not going to lock him up because Calvin really just went bonkers.
Oh, yes, he did.
And now, Marvin Jones, 2 out of the past 3 games, eclipsed 100 yards and a touchdown in each of those games. And now he plays Tampa Bay, a tough defense, but he's pretty much the only receiver other than T.J. Hawkinson, who actually didn't even see he didn't even get a catch last week, or maybe 1 catch. Marvin Jones just come off a 10 reception, 112 touchdown game.
He's favorite receiver on the
He's
team.
a stud. He's a great pickup earlier in the season, and he's gonna put up numbers in the championship. So he's starting.
Yeah, my next start is another one that I started last week. Russel Gage. He's gonna be in a shootout matchup with Kansas City. They don't have the best defense in the world, and I don't think they're gonna lock him down. And Russell Gage gets 7 targets per game pretty much. And Julio Jones does not look like he's gonna be playing. He's trending downwards to play this week. If he does play, I don't know. I don't think you should start Russell Gage. But if he doesn't, I think he's a great start.
Yeah, I agree, and I think Julio is probably not going to play the rest of the season.
I doubt it. My last one is Antonio Brown, and I know it's interesting. He played really well last week, and you might think it's like recency bias because he played really well. But I think he finally developed a good connection with Tom Brady, and this is a must-win game against the Lions. You think, they're going to blow them out early, and Fournette's going to run all over them. I think Fournette's going to have a really good game also. But last week we thought the Lions were going to get blown out by the Titans, and Tannehill wouldn't play too well. But the Lions, even though the score is 21-point differential, they kept it close most of the game until the fourth quarter. And I could see the Lions keeping it close or even having a lead. I don't know. Stafford could do something crazy early in this game, and I think they're going to throw the ball at least for the first 3 quarters. And I think Antonio Brown is going to benefit from it.
Yeah, I think at least 2 of those guys in that game on the Tampa offense are going to have.
And Godwin has not looked good, and Mike Evans has been.
Mike Evans has been a beast.
He's been pretty solid. He's been the best in offense.
I think Mike Evans goes
Antonio
nuts.
Brown has a good chance to do well,
sure.
especially because they want to make the playoffs. So.
My next guy is Brandon Aiyuk. Now I know C.J. Beathard is starting at quarterback and Kittle's back. So
Beathard was good at the end of last game.
Yeah, so which is why I'm still going to start Aiyuk. He's a stud. For the last 2 games, 9 receptions, 73 touchdown,
And
10 receptions,
Kittle might
120
help.
yards.
Kittle is going to take coverage and also
Exactly.
help him get down the field.
Exactly. Kittle will draw a lot of coverage. Aiyuk has been a beast all season. He's drawing a lot of targets. Getting the volume this guy is receiving is absurd. Definitely a must start against Arizona. That's probably going to be a high scoring game also.
I can't believe Kittle's back though. That's crazy.
Yeah, thank God for that. If you still have a long time, but yeah, start
He's
Aiyuk.
injured though.
Yeah, my
Really
final
hard.
start is T. Higgins. He has a juicy matchup in Houston, and he's been Ryan Finley's clear favorite target. Tyler Boyd, he's also
And
questionable.
Boyd is probably going to be out.
Yeah, and T. Higgins he's been the wide receiver number 1 on that team as of late because of Brian Finley liking him. Ryan Finley liking him. So I think he's a great start against a horrible Houston defense.
Never thought we'd ever start a Bengals player until Joe Burrow came back, honestly.
Yeah.
But I agree. I agree with that call.
I have another Bengals player on my list that I'm starting. Yeah,
We'll
I
get
like
into
it.
that.
My first sit is DJ Chark. I feel like he doesn't really need to be in this
He should
conversation
be in the waiver
anymore.
wire at this point.
But if you're considering starting him, just don't. I don't really have to explain myself. He's playing against Kyle
Yeah,
Fuller.
there's really
and
nothing else to say.
No, he's not happening.
I mean, like something I do have to explain is me saying to sit DK Metcalf. Yeah. The last 3 games, I'm looking at this right now. 5 receptions, 6 receptions, 5 receptions. Did not get 100 yards in any of them. In fact, last game, 43 yards against the tough Washington defense, and now against even a harder defense. The Rams, Jalen Ramsey. Last time he played against the Rams.
It's about Jalen without Rams.
Exactly. Last time he played against the Rams, 2 receptions for 28 yards. Jalen Ramsey's a shutdown cornerback. DK
You're
Metcalf.
starting Marvin Jones over DK this week?
No, I'm not. But DK Metcalf, do not. You gotta just
Taper your expectations.
taper your expectations. He's not gonna have a game like you want, especially in the finals. I know it's tough. You have to bench him if you've had like Corey Davis. Honestly, even start him over him. But don't expect too much from DK.
Yeah, my first sit is all the wide receivers on the Steelers. They go against a great Indianapolis
Even
defense.
Deontay?
Even Deontay. I don't think you start him. They have all been dutting against not great teams.
Deontay hasn't.
So yeah, I'm gonna argue. I think the Colts secondary is their weakness on defense, and I think Deontay could find a way to put up a few
Deontay
yards.
draws
But
like 13 targets a game.
sitting them is also
Deontay's the only possible start. But definitely
Claypool and Juju, they've fallen
you
off the
can't
grid.
start them at all.
Yeah, and also Juju decided he's gonna stop dancing on logos, so I don't think he's meeting the games anymore.
I mean, it's a good thing. Like the Browns don't even have a logo, so it doesn't really mean anything.
Sure.
But yeah, I agree with Claypool and Juju to
Stop
shit.
playing the Browns, though.
You know, like next week you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you go yet? Your first hit?
Yeah, I did.
All right, so you just go again. Get your
So
second hit.
my second sit is, like I said before, Jeudy. I think he's gonna be the one drawing the coverage against the Chargers. I think. Who's in their secondary? I don't know. I don't even know who it is. I just know they have a good
Chargers?
secondary.
Yeah, you have
They do have a good
Chris Harris. You have Casey Hayward.
It's crazy. Imagine they had Derwin James. They're like literally the best secondary in the league. And I think he's going to draw a lot of the coverage. And I like I said, I just have a feeling Tim Patrick's going to play well. It's not really like I have a real reason. I have a feeling Tim Patrick's going to be the one that plays well in this game. And Jeudy is my sit.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't advise you start Broncos at all, to be honest, except for Melvin Gordon. But we're talking about wide receivers.
Well, I have him as a sit.
Wow, that's wild. My next sit is Robby Anderson. Last game, 2 receptions for 21 yards. He played against Jair Alexander, and we did expect him to dud, and he did. The game before that, nice game.
And he did.
But now he plays Washington. And what did Washington just do? They just stymied the hell out of DK and Tyler Lockett. And Robby Anderson doesn't compare to those two guys. So I don't think he's going to do any better, especially playing with a less talented quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater. So don't expect too much from Robby at all.
Yeah, my next one is Amari Cooper. Darius Slay is out of concussion protocol, and I think he's going to play. And he will take Amari Cooper. I think Amari Cooper is going to be shut down. And he hasn't been putting up numbers even against not the greatest cornerbacks. He was just shut down by Richard Sherman. He had a dud of a game last game. And so I think Darius Slay will do the same. So I don't think you should start him this week.
Is Darius Slay even playing, though?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's out of concussion protocol.
I was also interested in why he said Amari Cooper. So my last one is a guy who's been off the grid for a while. He surged earlier in the season, and he recently did last week. It's Jakobi Meyers. He had 7 for 111 on 10 targets. Like he had more receiving yards than like passing yards Cam Newton had in the 3 games before that. He played really well. I don't see it happening again. He's too boom or bust. And also this week he's playing against
The Bills.
He's playing against the Bills and Tre'Davious White. And for a receiver who really hasn't seen too much playing time like until this season, is he a rookie? I don't even know.
Jakobi Meyers.
No, he's not.
So a receiver that hasn't really seen playing time until this part of the season. I don't really think he's going to do too well against Tre'Davious White, and that's the only receiver that he really has to cover. So,
Well, my next sit is a guy who's actually been on the grid, and that's T.Y. Hilton. The guy's been a stud, but he's slowing
Fell off a little
down.
last
4
week.
receptions, 71 yards. Yeah, he had like
Zach Pascal was feeling it last game.
Yeah, it was Zach Pascal game. This game, he plays one of the best defenses against the Steelers. We know how good they are. We have Joe Hayden, Minka Fitzpatrick. They shut down every receiver they come across, and T.Y. Hilton is going to see the same amount of
Only thing is, it
shutdownness.
takes one play from T.Y. to have a
And I don't see him having that play.
Okay,
So
fair.
taper your expectations at T.Y.
Yeah, so my last sit is all the Giants wide receivers. They play against one of the best secondaries in the league in Baltimore, and they have not been putting up numbers even against okay secondaries. So I don't think you should start them. They're not good starts at all.
I'll have to agree with you there.
Yeah, I'm a Giants fan. I agree. So listen, you want to win a championship, take our advice and input them into your lineup so you can win. Help us grow. Comment, like, subscribe, and share with all your friends.
All that good stuff.
And we'll see you in the next video.